What's up, y'all? You're listening to Husker Hype Radio. Listen and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you're looking for more fun, head on over to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter and follow us at Husker Hype Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Husker Hype Radio. Oh my God. Is this going to be the best one yet? Yes, it's going to be, because folks, we have so much exciting and fucking amazing news to talk about. Nebraska, are they going to be the best team in the nation next year? Yes, they are. But first, let's start this one off with a celebratory shotgun, boys. What do you say, huh?
Yeah, let's get it going.
Oh my God, let me get it. Let me get my thing going real quick.
Who's counting down?
Eddie's got to get his thing going here quick. Eddie will count us down.
If you're not watching on, if you're watching on Spotify, go ahead to YouTube. Go over see what's going down right now. It's fucking sick. I actually videos on Spotify too. Just open up your phone really quick, boys. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt so fucking bad. Dude, I don't want to tell you how much I just spilled on my fucking lap, but it's a lot. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of fucking beer in my lap right now.
Well, hey.
It's so much. I gotta be right back.
What? All right. Well, E-Rock, I mean, we're here, so let's get it started a little bit, dude. Amazing news coming out of Nebraska these past, I wouldn't even say past week, I'd say past 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Where things have really started to look bright for the Big Red. Let's start it off with Kyle McCord, aka Kyle McCorn. Aaron's got
that's a good one, Ed.
Kyle McCorn, baby. That's what he's gonna go as. That's what he's gonna be known as throughout the Husker Hype Radio broadcast / podcast. Folks, more than likely, it's a 90% chance. We got a lot of crystal balls that man is going to be the next quarterback at the University of Nebraska Lincoln. And I couldn't be more fired up, man. I couldn't be more fired up. His buddy, Julian Fleming, most likely as well. It's either us or Penn State. It's like 90% Nebraska too, though. And you got to think that those guys want to stick with each other. And it's amazing. Let's talk about those two guys real quick before we get on to the other big news. What do we think about Kyle? I think last week we talked a little bit about, he's not a runner, but he is a proven good quarterback. 83 QBR, 2,400 yards last season. He did have weapons around him, but guy can play football. Guy has experience winning, and I think that's the big thing for him coming to Nebraska, is that he's got experience winning, doesn't turn over the football.
E-Rock, what do you think?
I think at best we got at the worst we got a good game manager out of Kyle McCord. At best, we got a winner that can go win some ball games. Last possession of the game. Don't have to worry about him turning the ball over. And then it's a good sign that the wide receiver wants to come with him. Means that he likes him. Maybe a good leader.
Right. And this is a guy, he's not going to lose us the football game.
Yeah.
It's not going to be him that makes us lose the football game. And, I was fired up, and Kylan, one of me and Aaron's friends, he goes, "Oh, McCord is cheeks, bud. Have fun." I go, "Really?" My other buddy, Cam Gates, I said, "What do you think of Kyle McCord?" He goes, "He fucking sucks. Have fun with him." I go, "You guys went 11-1, and the toxicity of the Ohio State fan base just sickens me. It's disgusting. You can't beat Michigan. Buddy throws 2 interceptions against Michigan, and it's all his fault that the season is now like." What if, I'm glad he's getting out of Columbus, because they're treating him like shit, and fuck him. And, I guarantee you fucking what, if Kyle won against Michigan, Kyle McCord's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever go through Ohio State. The narrative changes. The narrative changes just like that.
Yep.
So I think it almost might be a little saltiness that we got Kyle now. And their next guy, They go, oh, we got another guy. What's his name? Devin Brown. All hyped about him. Buddy's number 33. Buddy's number 33, and they're going, we got Devin Brown. You guys got a quarterback that's I just don't understand it, dude. And fucking Kyle McCord, I'm glad that he's on the team. I guess he visited today, left Lincoln today around 3 o'clock. But as far as I know, man, pretty done deal. Julian Fleming as well. Let's go, Big Red, baby. Come on, baby.
And the thing is, Eddie, is if I have two things about Kyle McCord, and I want to have a disclosure here. I am fucking feeling good. I had a few Busch Lights, a couple of shots. If Nebraska won 11-1 last year with Kyle McCord, his dick would be fucking raw by all the people sucking it.
Dude, yeah.
Second thing about Kyle McCord, like you said, Eddie, game manager, dog, and he's better than what we have. I hate to say that, but he is.
Right. And I think that's a big thing that Matt Rule and Satterfield knew, that, you know what, we got to go and we got to pick up a quarterback. We can settle with Chuba, but that's not what they want to do. They say we need to compete. UCLA, USC, Oregon, Washington, they're coming in. And this is the Big Ten, dude. Matt Rule had an interview with Pat McAfee today. He said, this is almost like an NFL division where there's probably going to be, with the 12-team playoff, 4 Big Ten teams that could make the playoff every single year. This is how good that this conference is going to be. And if we want to compete, we have to have a good quarterback. And we're bringing him in. And then, folks, the big news that dropped yesterday. I almost creamed my pants. I opened up Twitter, not expecting this, but Dylan Raiola, number 1 2024 quarterback, is flipping his commitment from Georgia to Big Red.
Is it real? Is it real? Is this real life?
Is this real life? Exactly, dude. And I guess that's a done deal as well. You know, I really feel like if this wasn't going to happen, then there'd be a lot of things. Maybe Kirby Smart even coming out and go, no, Dylan's staying here, or Dylan tweeting himself, hey, I'm 100% committed to Georgia. Neither of those things have happened. Georgia fans are scared. There's a message board where Georgia fans are trying to cancel Dylan's flight to Lincoln somehow. They're trying to. Hey, he said, I'm going to go to Big Red. He said, Uncle Donnie, what's up? You got a spot for me? I'm going to Big Red. Donovan Raiola also, if you guys didn't see, got a pay raise of about $175K. And this was last week. People are saying, oh, it's not because Dylan's coming. It is because Dylan's coming. It is because Dylan's coming. Got it.
I mean, that's part of the reason for sure.
And you think that they sat down at the Thanksgiving table and fucking Donnie was like, hey, or maybe Dad was like, hey, you know what? You can be a guy at Georgia and just be another Georgia quarterback, or you can go to the University of Nebraska and turn this program around and be known as Dylan Raiola, the guy who turned this program around. Get your fucking name on the fucking stadium like your daddy does. Huh?
Uncle.
No, Dad. His dad.
Dad's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, Dad won the Remington Trophy for Nebraska. One of the best, and Remington, by the way, another Nebraska guy, Omaha South guy. The tradition roots run deep here in Nebraska, folks. And I mean, let's do a little bit of improv here. Let's go over the scenario. The call. Aaron, do you want to be Matt Rule or do you want to be Dylan?
I want to be Matt, or yeah, I'll be Matt Rule.
Okay, you be Matt Rule. Eli, you can be Donnie, and I will be Dylan Raiola. Go ahead and give me a call.
Bling, 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 bling.
Yo, what's up, Coach?
Yo, Dylan, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. High school football went well, and excited to be a Bulldog. But I'm just curious as to why you're calling because I'm committed to Georgia. What's going on?
We've been thinking about it a lot. I know Thanksgiving just happened. You had a good family feast there. I just want to ask you one question. Just one simple question.
Go for it.
Do you want to be the guy or do you want to be a guy?
I want to be the guy. I want to be the guy, Coach.
Because the way I see it here at Nebraska, you have a chance to be the guy that turns this program around, that leads this program to championships. But at Georgia, they're going to dick you around. You're going to just be another number in the clog. You're going to be a guy. Okay? And when you come here in the real fucking red and white, you're going to be him.
I want to bleed red and shit corn. I seen Husker Hype Radio on Instagram and watched their broadcast this season. And I really think that this fan base is something special. And damn it, my daddy went there. Uncle Donnie, are you on the line?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Uncle
I'm right
Donnie,
here for you, Dylan.
Uncle Donnie, that talk that we had at Thanksgiving, you said what it means to play with the N on the side of your helmet and how you're going to protect me with those guys that you got up front. You're building men up there. You're building fucking bricks. We're laying a brick fucking house on that line. And you know what? I believe 100% in you two guys. And honestly, Kirby Smart, he's kind of a fucking weirdo. He looks like he just smokes cigarettes. He looks like a Georgia fan. I've been to the Georgia game. There's like 50 guys that look exactly like Kirby Smart. And I don't even know if he's real or not. He's kind of a lizard person. So I'm going to flip my commitment right now. I'm going to go to Nebraska. I don't need any money. I'm going to Nebraska. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be the guy who leads this team to victory, who leads this team for 3 years straight to a national fucking championship, who we're hoisting up trophies, and we're going in there, and we're screaming, go Big Red. And by the time I'm done with this place, everybody's going to fucking know who the Nebraska Cornhuskers are, who we used to be, who we're going to be, and who we will remain to be, which is fucking badass motherfuckers who take this team to the next fucking level, and we don't stop, and we never stop, and we go in there every fucking game, and we beat the fucking brakes off of every opponent, everybody that will ever play for the rest of our lives. Nobody's gonna score fucking more than 10 points against us, and you know what? We're gonna score 70 every fucking game, because we're Nebraska, baby. We're the fucking Cornhuskers.
Holy shit. Dylan, you fucking got me fired up.
That's exactly how that conversation went.
If we die, we die.
If we die, we die. I bleed red. I shit corn. I'm a fucking Husker through and through, baby. That's exactly how that shit went. And now let's go back into reality here. Kyle McCord and Dylan Raiola. Do you think that it was almost a benefit to have Kyle McCord to say, hey, Dylan, you don't need to be the true freshman starter coming in. Let's give you a red shirt. You'll be able to develop for a little bit learn this Nebraska system. Kyle will start, and you can still play 4 games. You can still play 4 games. I think that that's almost the benefit that we got Kyle too, saying, hey, here's a guy that you can learn from a little bit, a guy who knows how to win at the collegiate level, a guy who went to Ohio State, which Dylan was previously committed to. And now it's like worlds colliding. Let's go to Lincoln. Let's learn a little bit for a year and then take over the reins sophomore year, redshirt freshman year. Have 4 years of football to play fuck you football and fucking go win 4 national championships, 4 Big Ten championships, be in the playoff 4 straight years. And I'm not talking out of my ass here. I know I'm Husker hype, but that's the reality. And that's what's going to happen.
God,
Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I have nothing to say other than the fact that I'm winded, I'm fired up, and I want to hear what E-Rock has to say.
I think the mystery missing in all this is the quarterback coach, because I don't think it's gonna be Marcus Satterfield anymore. I think Buddy's gonna be. You can be the tight end coach or running back coach. I think we're getting
Right.
Jake Peets or this Christensen, who's a coach of, or he's quarterback coach of Raiola and McCord, Mahomes,
And he's
a lot of guys.
trained Mahomes. Yep. I heard that too. And that's probably a pitch that they said we're gonna say, hey, Marcus is gonna say offensive coordinator, but you know that guy Christensen, he's coming. You know that coach. Let's go, fucking coach it up with him. A guy who's developed Mahomes, who you guys have already fucking worked with. And that's a done deal right there, dude. And I heard, I guess EJ Barthel might be leaving, our running back coach. I don't know too much about that.
I heard that as well.
But maybe we see Satterfield switch to there, or we see Satterfield just stay the offensive coordinator, and we already got a fucking hell of a running back coach on staff in Ron Brown. Let's promote Ron Brown back to running backs, dude. He was the running back coach when Burkhead and Abdullah were there. You know? Like, and those were our last two good running backs. Let's get those guys back, dude. Here's another thing. Trevor Etienne. What's the news on that? Rocky, you don't seem too optimistic about that one, huh?
He's going to Georgia. He's already followed 8 of their coaches, followed the running back coach. The only reason Nebraska fans are a little hyped up on that is because he reposted some of Chief Borders. But if you remember, Chief Borders played at Florida with him, so they got along.
Right.
So he was just supporting the boy. But I don't think he's going to Nebraska. But I don't give a fuck. We got Dylan. I don't give a fuck.
We got Dylan. Hey, we got Gabe. We got Ramir. We got Emmett. Motherfucker, I'll go down the list. Let's go, dude. Like, maybe Trevor said, I don't know if I can compete with Gabe and Ramir. Those guys got that shit, Emmett, too. We're going to have fresh legs back there, boys. And also, let's talk about, Daniel Kalen. You love the kid, but time moves on, and, I don't know what's going to happen to him. But at least as far as Heinrich, we talked about this last week, I do think he stays, and we could see him Taysom Hill-esque, some wildcat formations, maybe even back at running back. Fresh legs, dude. Fresh legs back there is what we'll have in the backfield, and it's going to be great.
I think as far as Kalen's concerned, I think it's one of those things where it's rising tides lift the boats. Let's go and compete. Let's see who's the best guy. And adjacent to Danny, his fellow Bell West wide receivers, both of them, when the news dropped last night that we're possibly going to get Raiola, they both sent to these guys. To these guys because they fucking know how good Raiola is. And if Raiola is there, their numbers are going to be fucking nuts.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, it's going to be great. And then, hey, let's talk about another recruit coming in. Dude, hold on. Sorry. Another recruit coming in. We got Princely. He's going to be on it, supposedly transfer from Florida, all SEC player. Here, take over Princely, please.
So
Princely,
yeah, go ahead, Rock.
No, you got something. I can see you got something up in the head there. Go ahead.
No, my head is just a bunch of nuts and bolts spinning around. I got nothing to say.
Aaron's hammered.
All right. Princely Mignon, we're competing with Colorado, Georgia, Florida State.
I'm sorry, you said Colorado? You think that boy wants to go to Colorado?
Who is that? I don't know who that is, but his brother plays here. If we know anything about Nebraska defensive linemen, when they play with their brothers, they become fucking animals.
Prince Lee and Prince Will, the Fresh Prince brothers, making tackles. Give me that Fresh Prince sandwich. Pot roast gonna get those boys all beefed up. Terrence Knight and gonna say, hey, Fresh Prince bros, get your ass out there. Go get me a fucking sack right now. They'll say, yes, coach.
You want to play with T-Rob and Nash Hutmacher in the middle? Them fat boys going to take up all those double teams. You get one-on-one. Go kill that quarterback. Go kill that quarterback.
And that's another thing, boys. Fresh legs on that D line. I had a dream last night. I'm not shitting you. Cam Lenhart. We were partying for some reason, and Cam told me, he goes, Eddie, I love Husker Hype Rate, whatever. He goes, I think I might transfer though. I'm looking at other schools. I said, Cam, you bleed red and shake corn, bud. You're a Nebraska football player, and I single-handedly got this man to stay a Nebraska Cornhusker. And I said, hey, look at what's going to go on here. We just got Dylan. We just got Kyle McCord. The offense, the defense, you guys have been great. That's something that we don't need to worry about. Now this offense, it's going to start churning like butter, like an Amish woman fucking churning that butter. It's going to be made here in about 5 minutes, So we're going to get that going. It's going to be amazing, dude. The defense, and not to mention Gifford coming back.
Yeah, Bryce
coming back. Boys, what a freaking day yesterday. I can't. It's Christmas on. Christmas came a little early, I think, for Nebraska fans. Amazing, and apparently all these commitments, the announcement is going to come by Sunday. So this weekend, it's going to be amazing. I'm so freaking happy.
Well, apparently, fucking half these dudes already have NIL deals. Fucking Kyle McCord has a deal with the Honda dealership in Lincoln. It's called the Honda McCord.
Dude, your ball stack scourge is getting to you, bud.
Dude, I'm sitting in the office. I'm sitting in the office today. I'm fucking sitting there. I'm fucking, mind my own business, selling some shit, doing my thing. I hear Buddy in the background said, "Fucking Honda McCord." That had a ring to me, and I hate to say it, but I love to say it the same respect. Husker Hype Radio was the first broadcast to use the Fresh Prince brothers.
We did. Yeah, we did. I never heard about the Fresh Prince brothers before I fucking said it.
And go back to podcast 29 or 30 of Husker Hype Radio. And Eddie, you and I said it. I think E-Rock was part of that podcast. We fucking called Raiola coming back to Nebraska. We said something's going to happen, whether it's this year, whether it's next year, whether it's 2 years from now. Buddy's coming to Nebraska, and it happened. We spoke it to existence.
And also, here's the thing, dude, is we're so scared. We're so worried about the quarterback position, and we wouldn't be scared at all if Raiola came. And we would be fine if McCord didn't come and Raiola did. But now we got both of them, and we're quarterback you. We're fucking quarterback you, baby. 2 5-star quarterbacks in the room willing to learn and fucking go make something great happen at the University of Nebraska. And it's all because of our guy, head coach Matt Rule. We got to give a round of applause to that dude for, seeing this man won 5 games, didn't even make a bowl game, and is not convincing, but not even selling, but telling players what is going to happen in these next couple of years at Nebraska. And he's telling them that, hey, if you stick with the process, if you fucking give in what I'm giving out, then, hey, we're going to win some fucking football games, And that's what he said in Pat McAfee today, too. He said, it's not about selling to these kids anymore. You got to be transparent about what is going to happen when you're at the University of Nebraska. And if you like it, then you come and play for Nebraska. If you don't, well, then there's 129 other schools that you can go and play. It's just all about being transparent and saying, hey, this is probably going to be your spot here at Nebraska, and this is how it's going to go down. But if you don't like what I'm giving to you, then another coach might have something better. It's amazing, dude.
I got 2 things. I got 2 things on that subject right there. All the hype that was stirred up yesterday. The NIL for Nebraska. Fucking, they dropped that perfect timing. If they come and donate, how much money do you guys think just ballpark was donated yesterday?
Oh, dude, that I'd say 10. I don't know, 10 million.
Is this a stat or you're just guessing?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's also that eliminates the question: will Nebraska pay for good guys? Yeah, dude, we're here to compete. You know,
I gave $200 yesterday. I don't make shit.
E-Rod gave $200 to the 1890 initiative. Hey, you know what
And I went bought beer.
You know what everybody's getting for Christmas from me? Fucking pipeline beef jerky, baby.
1890. That's what they're getting.
I'm giving everybody fucking pipeline beef jerky, and they're gonna like it.
Dude, yeah, it seems like and we've talked about this, but it seems like every position that we've needed help in has been addressed in the last 48 hours.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
We thought we were going to need a tackle. Ben Hart's coming back. We needed secondary help. Gifford's coming back. Quarterbacks, we went from worst in the Big Ten to maybe best in the Big Ten. I mean, boys.
It's amazing, dude. And also, let's not forget about the fact that Dylan Raiola had a lot of guys who flipped their commitments to come to Georgia with him. Does he flip those guys to come to Nebraska with him? And along with Dylan Raiola, we get all of his buddies too. You know, I wouldn't say probably all of them, but there's going to be probably one or two that come with Dylan as well.
I think you're right, Eddie. Fucking E-Rock texted the chat today. He said, who else is going to come now? And my response was, when it rains, it pours. When this officially comes out, I think what was the news article? He's visiting the 15th to the 17th, so this weekend. I think like by this Sunday, once it's all official, or if it's all official, dude, we're going to have a lot of news to talk about next podcast.
Yeah.
Brandon Baker, guy who was I thought everybody thought he was going to go to Nebraska, went to Texas last minute. Could he come back now? They say, wait, they just got the number one quarterback in the 2024 class. And we're kind of buds. Let's go cook something up in Nebraska. Donnie Raiola, let's go.
Dude, I don't want to compare it to like the NFL, but it kind of is like when Tom Brady goes to fucking Tampa Bay and all the guys want to go follow him there. It's kind of the same thing. You want to go follow the best quarterbacks. You want to follow the best O-line coach, best O-line. Granted, we're not the best, but boys, if you're buying stock in Nebraska football, you better buy now because
buy now.
You better buy now.
You might be too late. You might be too late.
You might be too late.
Dude,
it's a bull market.
Crazy. Like I repeat this. We didn't even make a bowl game this year, man. We won 5 fucking games. I mean, we had 5 one-score losses. So, but still, just to put that into perspective, like we're not a team that's in the top of the Big Ten right now. But what our staff is doing right now with a 5-7 record is freaking amazing, dude. It's freaking amazing. Matt Rule is a master recruiter. He's a master recruiter. I love him. And this is my thing. You know, we got the stadium expansion. Yeah, whatever, $450 million that we want to go to put backs on the seats. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's use that $450 million and get some boys on the team, you know? It's not a structural integrity issue that we're dealing with in the South End Zone. It's just we want to make it nicer. It's nice already, dude. I just went there last game of the season. I had a great time. I wasn't squished.
I think it's one of those things.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Fuck. I keep talking over you. Sorry, buddy. I think it's one of those things though where it's like the stadium is going to be nice once it's upgraded and blah, blah, blah. I think we have enough money in that fucking collective where it doesn't matter, man. I think we're willing to pay whatever it's worth for whatever quarterback, wide receiver, position player it is. And I don't see that changing because Nebraska fans are nuts.
Well, and here's the thing, though, is that I have a feeling in the next couple of years, once we start to finally develop our guys that Matt Rule is recruiting out of high school, we won't need to have that much money for getting transfer quarterbacks like Kyle McCord or transfer guys like Princely. You know, it's going to be guys that we've developed, guys that, you know, are from our own fucking blood from the state of Nebraska, guys that say, hey, I don't need $1 million to play for Nebraska. This is my childhood dream. I'm playing here because I want to play here. I'm playing here because I want to fucking make this team great again. You know, it's not going to be about the money. Like, we don't even have to worry about the money because these guys are going to come here to fucking be Nebraska football players, not fucking try to make money. And yeah, we'll pick up a transfer player here and there to fill some gaps. But mostly what Matt Rule is saying, what he said on the Pat McAfee show is, I want to develop guys. I want to turn young men into leaders, into fucking, leaders. So yeah.
He also said to AQ Shipley on there that our O-line and D-line are going to be the heart and soul of Nebraska, which I'd love to hear because that's Big Ten football. That's
Right.
Big Ten football.
Right.
And on the stadium, it's actually I don't know if you boys know, but it's actually a federal regulation that we don't have enough availability
ADA.
for the caps to move around.
Yeah, I heard
So
that.
we have to do renovations anyway. So Trevor Albert's like, well, if we're going to do this, we might as well fix a couple other things like student section, being involved in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know Matt Rule's flipping sidelines this year so people can't read our plays at halftime. There's going to be a lot of improvement in a couple of years. Yeah, we're moving sidelines.
I agree with that, E-Rock, that especially for the student fan or the student section perspective, it's like they're kind of like nestled up in that corner. They're not loud and they're never full. When's the last time you've seen a Nebraska student section full for the entirety of the game? I think when they're nestled in the crux of the hubble they're going to be loud and they're going to fucking stay and they're going to be full.
Right.
Hammered, screaming. Fuck
And
you,
once
football.
we start selling beer, oh dude.
Dude, you're gonna see about, once we get that student section right behind the end zone, you're gonna see fucking about 300 fireball shot little shooters just scattered along those rows right there, and that's just what it's gonna be, man. If that's what it takes to win, then I'll take 10 fireball shots a game in the student section.
And they won't be saying Nebraska's so nice anymore. All these old fans, they say, have a great game. It's going to be fuck you. Get ready to get shit on for 4 quarters, buddy. You're having the worst 4 quarters of your fucking life.
No, it's not going to be that, Eli. It's going to be so bad, these poundings, that we're going to be like, hey, guys, I feel bad, actually. I'm sorry about what happened.
We were there once. You know, it'll get better. I hope you guys have a better next season. It was good meeting you. Thanks for coming into Lincoln, but
yeah,
have a nice one.
At least you don't have to play here again this year.
I do have a question. I see something in the doc here that says Fedoni rumors in the portal. Who can expand on that for me?
I just heard this is a Reddit thread, so I don't know if it's big news or not. You know, Reddit's always likes to stirs the pot with this, but apparently Fedoni took Nebraska out of his bio on Twitter and Instagram, and he might feel a little underused in this offense last year, but I hope that he really,
and he should. He should feel underused.
Yeah.
He was, but it's not the fact of whether or not we wanted to use him. I think we just fucking sucked at the quarterback position. So it's just how the marbles fell.
I'm going to be the devil's advocate on this one, and I'm going to say Thomas Fedoni really hasn't done shit. I love Thomas Fedoni, okay? I'm like, every game, I'm like, hey, I bet on him on Prize Picks every game to go over on receiving yards. Like 24.5, what? Every game I bet on him. I still hope he comes back and goes nuts. Last man in the arena. I don't think Thomas Fedoni is leaving, but if he does leave, replaceable. Hate to say it, but he's replaceable.
Yeah, we want him to stay, but if that is his mindset to where he wants to leave, then I think that we can't chase after him.
No.
You know? It's done after that. If he says he wants to enter the transfer portal, then that's his own mind. That's something that we're not going to be able to help out with, and he needs to leave if that's what he wants to do. But no, he needs to stay and just find a quarterback that's able to find him. Kyle McCorn, you know,
Dylan
Raiola. Yeah, things are going to change around here, man. It's going to be great. Anything else, boys?
Last week on the pod, we were going over the old line that we're building. You add Raiola to that little bunch right there, and we got a mean brand of offensive football. It is going to be dangerous.
You're saying the way Raiola runs, or what?
Just the way the offensive line's going to block. They're going to be mean, nasty, downhill, run the ball down your throat, and then you got Raiola play action off of that.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I like that, E-Rock, because there is a bit of like subconscious tenacity when you know you have this behind you that you like need to protect. I think there is a bit of subconscious mentality about that.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, if you go, we got the number one quarterback. We probably need to step it up, or else this guy could leave in the portal. Like, let's do what we have to do right here and protect this guy at all costs. Don't you fucking touch my quarterback type deal.
And I'll pose a question. Say we get McCord and Raiola. Who do you want starting next year for Nebraska?
McCord. I want Kyle McCord to lead this team this season to a 8-9+ win season, and have Dylan Raiola be able to redshirt and kind of learn the offense a year under McCord and be able to play in games. You can play 4 games and still redshirt. Just kind of have a year under his belt being a backup, and then when it's time to take the reins, he's fully ready.
Yeah. So I looked it up today.
I don't care how good you are, but throwing a true freshman, a guy right out of high school, into playing Division I football is a hard thing. Like, can you name any true, I guess, like Johnny Manziel, but was he even a true freshman? Caleb Williams. Those guys were really good, but they had a lot of good players around them and stuff too, and already developed programs. Mm-hmm. Nebraska's still developing, I think.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, because I feel like the last main thing that we have to address is the wide receiver room. And if we get Julian Fleming and maybe I'm just talking my ass. If we got one more guy too along with that, and Marcus Washington comes back and gets his eligibility approved, I think we look fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
And Lloyd and Coleman. Lloyd had the most 50-yard plus touchdowns behind Marvin Harrison Jr. in the Big Ten.
I think they were tied for 3 in the nation. So he was tied for number 1, and he played 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
And I could see Harbaugh playing wide receiver, playing all around the field a lot next year. That's what they did in the first game against Minnesota against him. They put him on the field because he's one of the best athletes. And I don't think that having Heinrich as a third-string quarterback, we'll still see him on the field a good amount of times because he is that athlete. He is a guy who can make fucking plays on the field.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be exciting, boys. It's only freaking December, man.
Is there anything, E-Rock, Eddie, that you want to say to these recruits that are looking at Nebraska and the transfer portal, thinking about coming to the Big Red? What do you have to say directly to them right now?
Do you want to win, or do you want to get beat by us? If you don't want to get beat by us, join right now.
Yep.
But if you want to win, come join.
Yep.
But if you're all right being a loser, it's all right. Go to your Texas. Go to your Georgia. We'll see you in the playoffs. We'll beat you down for 4 quarters, and you can go cry to your fucking mom about it.
Yep. And you're a little skeptical right now? Well, I know Dylan Raiola, the number 2 player in the country, he wasn't skeptical. Kyle McCord, a guy who won 11 games at Ohio State, the Ohio State University, and Julian Fleming, they aren't skeptical about what we're building. They're not. Don't think that these guys want to play at a level down after coming from Ohio State. They're still looking to compete. They want to win 11 games, dude. They want to win 12 fucking games. They want to go to the fucking playoff. It's not a year of, I'm going to develop for the NFL. No, I'm going to fucking win in my last season in college football.
That's exactly what I want to hear from you guys.
And I'm going to go do that and play for Coach Matt Rule and the Nebraska Cornhuskers and these fans and this state and this fucking team and my teammates and my coaches, and we're going to win fucking football games. Simple as that.
Last question for me. Do we have a chance to make the playoffs?
Yes. 12 teams? Yes. Eli.
Let's go.
Kyle McCord joins Ohio State. We beat Ohio State. They better watch out because that boy's going to come hungry. Yeah. That Rule's going to come hungry. That team next year, I think we've got a chance.
Chip on his shoulder. Chip on his shoulder.
Big
All right,
one.
folks. That's the end of the Husker Hype Radio podcast. By the way, E-Rock, he's an official member. It's not featuring Dr. E-Rock anymore. It is with Husker Hype Radio podcast. Eddie Rosenthal, Aaron Worsfold, Dr. E-Rock. As always, bleed red, shit corn, go big red.